So these are the warmers we've been using for the last 10 years, 15 years. They're called Air Shields. They have a temp probe built in so we can keep track of the baby's temperature. And they have attachment to connectors that we can hook to the wall to do oxygen. So we have the basic start of a resuscitation here. That's all they have. Not every baby is going to need a resuscitation, but every baby has the right to a skilled team and the proper equipment available for a resuscitation. In reality, 10% of babies need at least the initial steps of a resuscitation, and about 1% are going to need a full resuscitation plan ready to go. And many times you can predict that by the mom's risk factors and the way her labor's going, but every so often there's no indicators at all, and you'll have a baby that needs a full resuscitation. One of our nurses needs to leave the room and grab this. This we nicknamed Fred for a shortcut, but this is the T-piece resuscitator and the oxygen mixer. And then this is the baby cardiac monitor, respirator monitor, and a pulse oximetry.
So there's 5 different pieces of equipment.
Right, and that's just for the resuscitation part. The other thing that's very important for a baby resuscitation is that if we get to where we need to put down a line and give them medications like epinephrine and stuff to get their heart started, we need to know an accurate weight. And so we also bring in a scale, weigh the baby really quick, and put it
that's
back on the
currently
warmer.
being used in the next room,
Yes,
because someone just gave birth.
That's right, but the new Panda Warmers has a scale built in as well.
Oh.
So that would be, without even moving the baby or taking the time to weigh the babies, we'd have an accurate weight on the baby. A lot of babies, maybe 30% of our babies in Alaska, end up having hyperbilirubin, which we treat with phototherapy lamps. And that's post-resuscitation, the baby's doing well, but they just need a little help with managing their bilirubin. We have to wheel in phototherapy lamps and this little piece of equipment, which is how the phototherapy light lights the bottom of the baby. All of these pieces of equipment, including the scale and the pulse oximetry, are built into the new Panda Warmers. They're also probably 1/3 less the size, take up less room. And several pieces of these equipment, this, and the baby scale and the pulse oximetries are all going to need to be replaced in the next 2 years.
So how many Panda Warmers is the hospital looking to get?
Well, to have one in every room and one available to run for C-sections, we would need 6.
Wow.
Yeah. Right now we're aiming for 3.
Oh, get a little bit of a sneeze going on.
Bless you.
It can't be because he's cold, because I can feel the heat right here.
It's nice and warm.
What does a Panda Warmer run? What's the investment for the hospital?
One Panda Warmer is just about $25,000.
Okay, and if we were to purchase again all of this equipment brand new, all of these various pieces probably would be a lot more expensive.
He's so good.
Yeah. Yeah, he is an angel. If I'm an employee of the hospital, it's really important, I think, to lead by example. And I'm an employee of the hospital, so if 100% of the employees made a donation in a size that's comfortable for them, then I would imagine that really helps out when the hospital is looking for grants for maybe other pieces of equipment or things that the hospital needs. So the employees can go ahead and donate, and we would encourage that. But what if I'm sitting at home watching this as a member of the community? Maybe I had a baby here a year ago, maybe my child was utilizing this equipment and everything worked out great, and I thought, I really would like other mothers to have a great experience. Would they call the foundation to make a donation?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the goal is, of course, for 100% of the employees to make a donation to this cause. It really shows the community how important this particular piece of equipment is to the hospital, as well as, I mentioned before, the future pursuit of grants. However, if you're sitting at home watching this and maybe you've had a child at the hospital, maybe went through this experience, and you want to make a donation of your choice, that's certainly encouraged as well. So you can call the foundation office and contact those kind folks and make a donation.
This picture was when I had been here about 6 years. I'd had 500 babies, so I decided to have a birthday party just to celebrate those. So this was at the Lutheran Church, and all the parents came with the babies in a big potluck, and we all look a lot younger then. It was fun. A lot of these babies now are coming through and having babies. And so when they were 18 was fun they'd all be coming in and looking and saying, oh, I remember these. We just had a week of probably no deliveries, and then we switched. A month ago, we had 3 babies in 8 hours, so it's faster, you know, or feast or famine type thing on labor and delivery. So, and most babies will go up onto the mom's chest, but it's very nice if you've got a baby that's got any kind of problems. You've got that for immediate moving the baby to and being able to evaluate. Anybody over 20 weeks basically goes up to the OB floor for evaluation. So anybody that comes in with a pregnancy or a nausea, flu, anything during a pregnancy is going to end up there. And then we have our labor patients that eventually might be deciding you need to have a cesarean, and that warmer will go down to the OR. And the baby's placed in that. You know, we've got 5 labor rooms, and frequently we've got postpartum moms, and then you've got 2 or 3 labor patients coming in at the same time. So every room is full. Every room has to be stocked for a birth, and so that's you need the same equipment in each room to kind of cope with whatever is going to be happening. I end up traveling over to Prince of Wales, so there's a monthly visit done on Prince of Wales. We have Petersburg, Wrangell, Metlakatla, all sending patients over here, and they stay the last 2 weeks of the pregnancy waiting for the delivery. So yeah, we've become very much a regional center. We have probably 20 births a month, you know, in the range of 250 to 300 a year. So for a small community hospital, we stay real active.
He has been so good.
I know.
What a good guy. Yes.
You know why? Because he just ate.
Yeah.